what was it I heard yesterday that one of the guys told me this is crazy. It's coming up on the 40th anniversary of my first radio show, WRNW in Briarcliff Manor. That would mean 40 years.
Wow, that's amazing.
That's really crazy. Like, my entire life, pretty much, I've been on the radio every day, more or less, or thinking about it. That's crazy.
Well, you had to be doing something.
Yeah, believe me, I wasn't much good at anything. So, why not this?
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse.
Yeah. I spent a lot of time in therapy yesterday trying to, trying not to ruin this experience.
What?
I think my psychiatrist thinks I'm happy doing this, but I don't want to admit it to myself. I don't feel so happy,
But you don't feel happy about anything, do you?
Well, you know what I always say, Robin, and I've said it to you many times. Time flies when you're miserable. My theory. Yes. It's all one big blur. All right. Well, we're 2 minutes into the show, and I've already run out of shit. No, I've actually got a lot to get to today. I really, truly do. It's weird. Someone sent me a link to Emily Ratajkowski, the woman who is naked in the Blurred Lines video with Robin Thicke.
Yeah.
She's in a new DKNY commercial for lingerie. DKNY, Donna Karan, New York. DKNY lingerie, and it's an ad where she walks her dog in lingerie in the streets of New York. And I watched it 5 times, and I hate myself for it. Because
why?
Because first of all, she's really kind of talentless. She looks completely spaced out. And, getting naked is her career, which, should disgust us in the sense that, why does she get to do that? And there I am. And even the headline in the link said, Emily Ratajkowski in, what was the headline, Gary, of that Emily Ratajkowski getting naked kind of headline from DKNY?
Emily Ratajkowski ad is unrelatable.
Yeah, Emily Ratajkowski ad is unrelatable. No shit. I love it. Who wants relatable? In other words, women won't respond to it because, who can relate to her body and her face?
Well, I'm sure nobody expected women to relate to it.
Yeah, well, I like it.
Even though you don't like it.
Yeah, exactly. And then I'm like, then it brings up a bunch of issues. Like, why couldn't I be born beautiful? Like, where I was just...
All you had to do was just stand there and look at it.
Yeah. I mean, all the, 40 years of radio, of angst and getting fired or being threatened to be fired or, oh, geez, I'm not going to be able to stay in the business. No one's going to want me. She has none of that.
But she's not going to have a 40-year career either.
Yeah, but she's going to marry a guy who's going to support her.
That doesn't always happen.
Well, I can't wait for her to get old.
I saw that, what's her name? That Megan Fox?
Megan. Yes, Megan Fox.
She's now doing lingerie ads for Fredericks of Hollywood.
Yeah. And your point is?
Which is her own company, which is smart.
Oh.
So she bought into the company. But, she still has no career except taking off her clothes and letting you see pictures of her body.
She's going from Transformers, right?
Yeah.
The one who, pissed off the director?
Right.
Yeah.
Because the moment she opens her mouth, she pisses you off.
Right. I mean, you imagine her one acting big job was Transformers. She's going to bad mouth. People don't know what they're doing. Here's Tanner Mom to tell us who's on the show today. Tanner Mom, you remember her.
Hi, how you doing? It's Tanner Mom. show, we have the hot Adam Levine. I love him so much. He reminds me of Sal. Fuck you, Sal. Take it away, Howard.
Tanner Moss.
She can change her mind on a dime.
Yes. There's a little something here going on. JD, I got to give you credit, really found this, and it's horrible. There's a new saying. Well, JD, I'll tell you. JD, what is that saying that you discovered? It's nothing burger? Nothing burger. Yeah,
Nothing burger.
This seems to be catching on, and it seems to happen a lot on Fox News and a lot of the news channels. Like when they're talking about President Trump and they don't think anything is really there, they go, well, he just served up a nothing burger. And JD came to me and he said, you got to stop this nothing burger.
He's finding it everywhere?
Yeah, he really is, and then he proved it to me. But where's your clip?
I got on deck one.
Oh, yeah. I'm on deck one. I don't see it. So many clips here.
First column yell.
Oh, nothing burger. Being said, I somehow I'm learning to understand. Hey, Crown, nothing burger being said by news anchors. Listen to this. He's right.
Well, I think it's a nothing burger to average voters. The underlying meaning is a nothing burger. What they're attacking it for is a nothing burger.
Like you met with 25 other ambassadors, I think it's a nothing burger to say the least.
This, as far as I can tell, is a nothing burger.
Yeah, sort of a big miss there. Yeah, the nothing burger. Yeah, this is why Twitter is so entertaining. Yeah, yes, exactly. The funny nothing burger conversations back and forth. I love that phrase.
I don't. I'm with JD. I hate it. Now, nothing
started this.
Well, okay, we looked it up. The term was popularized by a 1950s gossip columnist, which all I can tell you is I've been around a while. I've never heard nothing burger used. It seems to be a new phenomenon where people are using this. And it's horrible. I hate it. It annoys me. Does it annoy you?
I just looked up on the service. It's been used 2 more times on Fox and Friends over the past 2 hours.
Do you think somebody says, hey,
in the past 2 hours?
In the past 2 hours? Yes, wow. I think it's been the past 2 days or something, or 2 weeks. I mean, how did this happen? Nothing burger. It's almost like vocal fry, you know? All of a sudden, women started going, on The Bachelor, you hear it, you go nuts.
There are all these lives I've lived. Something else has been wrong. I've involved in something new. And I want to ask who to tell. Myself.
Look at this.
That girl he picked, she was one of the queens of vocal fry.
Yeah, I know. Washington Post used it in a headline today. By the way, some people sent me in a note saying Sarah Michelle Gellar, who used to be Buffy the Vampire Slayer, I don't know what she does now, but she was on Nightline for some reason. And they said, oh, she has the worst vocal fry. No, she was sick. There is a difference between a woman having a sick voice where she has laryngitis.
You can't blame her for being sick.
Yeah, listen to this. This is Sarah Michelle Gellar on Nightline.
Are you forever Buffy? If you'd asked me a year after the show, I would have had that, I'm known for more than that. Because the show is so successful, because I am so proud of the incredible mark that we made with that show and that character, it gives me the freedom to try other things.
What other things? I haven't seen you in anything. I know she did a movie after Buffy the Vampire, but what has she been in?
She's been in a couple of failed TV shows.
Oh, she has.
Yeah.
Gave her the freedom to be in some failed TV shows?
Well, they didn't know they were going to be failures until they put them on and nobody watched.
Yeah. I was wrong about her. She married Freddie Prinze Jr. I thought for sure they'd be divorced rapidly. But no, but I'll tell you who's not going to make it. I was having a discussion with Jimmy Kimmel about this. That the 2 winners from The Bachelor, Nick and Vanessa.
Kimmel.
There's no way.
I told you he shouldn't have picked her. And now they are not going to last at all.
Well, Jimmy gave until St. Patrick's Day, and I gave him a little bit longer because they were paying horses. They're going to love being famous for a while. But
Yeah, I actually taped the episode that they did of Jimmy Kimmel, and they were so excited to be on television.
Right. Well, it's exciting, I guess. I mean, especially if you're living in Montreal and you're a special ed teacher. He's some sort of quote-unquote software salesman, whatever that is. I still haven't figured that out.
It's something you don't have to be anywhere to sell.
Right. Yeah, software sales. I don't know what that is. But apparently, you can be on The Bachelor 4 times and hold that job.
And then go on Dancing with the Stars.
Right. And apparently not get fired. So, let's take a couple of calls, say good morning to some people. As Tanner Mom said, and Ravine will stop by and talk to him. You know, the show, The Voice, is still consistently, John Hyde was telling me, the ratings are phenomenal on that show. What did you say, John? Like this week alone, it was the top 3, number 1, 2, and 3 shows? Because it's on different nights?
Yeah, it was on 3 nights this week.
Yeah, I think every night it was number 1. Is it number 1 every night it's on?
2 weeks ago, 3 of the top 5 shows for the week were The Voice. Monday night, Tuesday night, Thursday night.
That's unbelievable. You know what a bonanza that is for NBC?
It's amazing. I mean,
what do you think they pay Adam Levine? Now, the show, he and Blake Shelton have. Excuse me? What the fuck was
What was that?
Oh, hey, Patty. I'm sorry, I pressed down Patty. Hi, Patty. Hold on.
Hi, Howard.
Yeah, what's up?
I just wanted to say that you and I have a background going back growing up. I too went to Camp Bauman, lived in Merrick, looked forward to Uncle Bob's hamburgers on Friday and our little train ride.
I hated Camp Bauman. I went to Camp Bauman. I hated it. I fucking wanted to kill myself. I came home. It was a day camp. Before I went to sleepaway camp at 8 years old. I couldn't wait to get the fuck out of the house. But my parents sent me to this Camp Bauman. I don't even know if it's still around.
I don't think so.
I must have been 6. I was 6 years old. And I went to this Camp Bauman. And I hated the children there. I hated everything except they had a train, like a train you could sit in and go around on a train track. And the fuckers held it out like it was gold. They should have put us on that train 2-3 times a day. No. Well, you know, maybe. Excuse me for a second. I'm saying something.
He's talking about a terrible experience he had.
Yeah, you just interrupted me. Now, Patty, I would go on that train maybe 2 times per summer. In a 6-week period of time, they let you on there. It's like torture. It was a whole big thing. They had to schedule you on the train. It's like, fuck you. The one good thing.
What was happening with the train the rest of the time?
Oh, sometimes it'd be sitting there idle. I walked by. I saw the train wasn't moving. It wasn't doing anything. There were no kids in it. Put us on the fucking train. You got one good thing in the stupid camp.
Keep them on the train.
And I remember, what was it, Uncle Bob's Barbecue?
Yes, every Friday.
Yeah, like once a week. Do that every day. It was the one good fucking thing they had there, too. And like Uncle Bob's Barbecue was like really good burgers. Do that every day. No. You're going to hold that. Like, that was the one day you had French fries, you know? And I just hated the whole experience. And I remember
what was wrong with the kids?
Oh, I remember one embarrassment. They were just, they didn't like me. And I was very nice. I just didn't connect with anybody there, and I didn't like the counselors. And I remember they teach you how to swim there, you know, and I was 6. And my mom used to pack me a bathing suit that was like a bikini bottom. You know what I mean? It was like
Speedo.
Yeah, it was like that.
Baby Speedo.
You could see the outline of your little dick. I'm like, what am I, a pedophile? But by the way, no pedophiles came on to me. No pedophiles even there like me. Well, not that there were any pedophiles, but I assume somewhere there were. And I just remember, I didn't want to swim. So the counselor was like, you don't want to swim? Don't go in the fucking water. So every day my mom would check my bathing suit to see if it was wet. She'd go, what is this? Why is your bathing suit not wet? I go, I don't want to swim. What do you mean? I'm paying for you to swim over there. I'm going to march myself down there and get them what for. And the worst thing she did, she goes down and starts yelling at all the fucking counselors. Well, let me tell you, they were throwing me in the pool the next fucking day. Holy shit. Oh my God. Well, you learned how to swim, didn't you? So I'm not comfortable there.
And Howard, didn't you have to take swimming tests where we started off as like,
Yes.
groups?
It was great, a test. But they don't know how well you swim. You fucking asshole. They're teaching me. They're going to test me. Bunch of fucks. Fucking Camp Bauman, I hate you. But, so listen to this. I'm 6 years old, and I come on my mother and I go, I hate Camp Bauman. I'm never going again. My mother goes, my mother didn't want me home. She goes, oh, listen to me. You're going back to Camp Bauman. I said, I am not. He goes, you stay home. I don't want to hear from you. I don't want to hear you complain the whole summer. And if one time you tell me you're bored, I'm shipping you right over to Camp Bauman. Well, I was like shitting in my pants. Well, let me tell you, I kept my mouth shut that whole summer. I sat there with that woman, my mother, and she waited for me to fucking, say I'm bored. Just sat there like an Auschwitz. And she stood over me, waiting to hear me say,
Buying tickets is tough when you're busy. SeatGeek is an app that lets you buy tickets with a tap, share them with a swipe, and get into the stadium with a scan, all with just your phone. SeatGeek, the smart way to buy tickets.
I'm bored, and I didn't say a word. I did not want to go back to Camp Bauman. Well, at 8 years old, I said, listen, I got to change my situation. Another summer home with Ray Stern.
Camp Ray.
Another camp. So I said, I want to go to camp. I want to go to summer camp where you sleep out of the house. You're only 8 years old. I said, I don't care. I can handle it. And sure enough, I went to sleepaway camp and loved it. The only problem with day camp was I had to come home at night. I figured out. And I loved Camp Well then. The kids were great. The camp was great. But that Camp Bauman, I got it in for them. Remember how George Takei made a play about a Japanese internment camp? I'm making a play about Camp Bauman. That was my internment camp. They got a fucking train. Can you imagine the one big thing? You would drive by the camp and they have train tracks. A full size of kids' train that goes around and around. And it was fun. I think 2 times the entire summer I got on. Why would you do that?
Because that's their come on.
Yeah. But why would only 2 times? If the kids like it, put them on the fucking train. Have it going 24/7. Idiots. But you enjoyed that camp? You didn't enjoy that camp.
No, but I have to tell you that it led me to end up in the trucking business and work for a trucking company. And
That's not exactly a good commercial.
Yes, it is.
Why would Camp Bauman lead you to a trucking job?
Well, I like going from one place to another.
Patty, I gotta get off the phone with you. All right.
Okay. No.
You're a nice woman. Don't get me wrong. I'm in a bad mood. Brought up Camp Bauman.
You really ruined his day.
Well, I knew where you lived in Roseville.
How do you know? How do you know so much about this?
Because I lived in there. And everybody knew where the center was. Being politically correct.
Yeah, I know what you're. I hear what you're saying. Believe me.
Right.
The Whiteys in Merrick knew not to cross the line into where I live because black people would beat the shit out of them.
Oh, well.
While you were living your nice life, Patty, in that white little Merrick, I was taking a beating for all of white America. Just remember that. Like Jesus up on the cross, I suffered for your sins. I suffered for the white man's sins. No one else.
Well, you're not as nice about it as Jesus.
No, I'm not. I bet you Jesus is bitter as I am. All you fuckers. While Patty knew not to cross into Roosevelt, guess who was living there?
Oh, Howard, I would like to bump into you.
No, you wouldn't. Believe me. No one wanted to know me. Now I'm famous. You think I'm so delightful. No one wanted to know me back then. None of my friends ever called me to invite me over their house. My so-called friends. All afraid of the black skin.
Well, it's different now.
No, it's not. It's worse.
Yeah, where's she that it's so different?
Where do you live? Let me tell you something, Patty. I don't know where you live, but as soon as a black guy moves next door to you, you're moving out. Things haven't changed.
I have a very multinational area.
Sure.
Jersey.
Let me go visit you. I'll see.
I'll visit you in Palm Beach. You can visit me in Palm Beach. Have a good
What
day.
is she, a stalker?
Yeah, this woman knows everything. You're scaring me a little, Patty.
Okay. You have a good day, Howard.
How old are you, baby?
65, baby.
She's a little older.
An old stalker.
Were you good looking in the day?
Yes. I'm so good looking in this day.
Let me tell you something, Patty. I wanted to bang the chicks in Merrick. I would go drive over there when I got my license. But I was an outcast. None of the girls looked at me.
Did you come to South America? North America?
Oh, I had more.
He
I had
scoured the whole region.
I had a little more luck in South America, but not much.
Well, I was in South America.
Oh, but it was really not much food. My parents would move to a white neighborhood, and I would live in South America with all the Jews, and I'd become king of the Jews. I would dream of it, that my parents would get normal and move me where other white people live.
Well, they did eventually.
Oh, eventually, and that worked out awfully.
So white people aren't that
Those
great.
shithead white people hated me too. But Merrick to me was the promised land. I had friends who had moved to Merrick, and I heard like they were all happy and like hanging out with other white children. I'm sitting there in Roseville getting my ass kicked. All I wanted to do was have a girlfriend from Merrick. One time I drove to Hewlett High School, which was the king of the Japanese girls, and I walked around and pretended like I was going to school there, and all the girls would like me. I would sing Somewhere Over the Rainbow, cry myself to sleep. All right, Patty. One day we'll run into each other.
I'll help you.
It sounds like, because she's keep finding out where you are.
Yeah. I'm going to call the police.
No, please. We just happen to be the same age and kind of live the same kind of lives. So.
Oh, trust me, you didn't have my life.
Okay. Well, I wish you all both health and happiness.
How old were you when you started like giving head in high school?
14.
Yeah.
Whoa.
A lot of these
Isn't that
girls,
early?
a lot of these miracles were coming on.
They're very fast.
Very fast. What were you blowing college guys?
I dated a 21-year-old.
Exactly. I know the whole story with these girls from America. 14, she's blowing a college guy. Right, Patty?
Yes, Howard. My mother is not listening, but
Yeah, well, you got nothing to worry about. Everyone's gone. Did you swallow at 14?
of course.
Jesus.
Well, look at what you missed.
Where were you when I was 14?
I was on Edward Review waiting for you.
No kidding.
Alright. Yes, no kidding.
Did you blow two guys at once?
Oh, well,
What?
no.
No. I'm telling
What are
you.
you calling her?
No, I'm not saying it. I'm just asking because American girls do that.
No, married girls behave properly.
Are you Patty the Swallower?
No.
No, okay. You a Patty the Swallower from Madison.
Don't do me.
You guys ever eat your ass?
Howard, I'm talking in front of my boss. For the end.
Oh, yes. All right. Go ahead. Go back to work.
Okay, you have a good day. Robin, nice speaking with you.
Say,
Did you ever experiment with anal?
Yes.
I thought so. Patty the
Oh.
Swallower, I know. Preferred anal. Thank you, Patty. It's enough. You've been very, very good sport. Thank you.
I know.
That's Camp Bound Patty.
yeah.
Yeah. She served up a nothing burger. Oh my God. What were we talking about, John? The
We were
voice?
talking about the voice
You had a
and the
question about
ratings.
Yeah, like Adam Levine, like he started on that show.
Him and Blake Shelton would. You can come here and really experience so many different restaurants, so many different designs, all in a 3-day period. If you have like 5 minutes of it. If you want Indian one day, you want Japanese, you want English, at every
every turn is a different cuisine. Gluten overload.
There's also tiny little cool places that are eclectic. Being good is not good enough. In Vegas, you have to be excellent. It's a culinary mecca.
What?
That's what makes Vegas very special. Two original coaches. They've been there since day one. And you know what's great about that story? The guys in Maroon 5, which is Adam Levine, they were all against him being on the voice. Yep. He goes on season 1. The band has the biggest success ever because now he's got, this visibility and all the teenage girls like him and they see the kids who buy the records. And the band had a whole rebirth out of it.
That's right.
Same with Steven Tyler. They reached a new audience with Aerosmith gave them a hard time. Yeah. According to what I'm reading here on the internet, Adam Levine gets $13 million a season on The Voice. And you know what? That makes sense. Yeah. If NBC is number 1 on that show, number 1 3 days out of the week, that lifts their entire network. It does. It carries them. And they got to pay Blake Shelton, and they got to pay whoever the other 2 judges are. Do you think Blake Shelton makes as much money as Adam Levine on that show? No, but I think he makes close to it, I guess. But
why would you say no?
I would say no to it. I'll tell you why.
Yeah.
I think Adam is a really cute guy. Girls go nuts.
And the people at NBC say, no, we got to pay him more.
Yeah, because I think if they lose Adam, they lose the girls like big. I don't think young girls dig Blake Shelton. He looks too much like an older man. They need you know what I'm saying? Well, I also think coming in, Adam Levine was the bigger star than Blake Shelton was. Yeah. So maybe it started at that.
He started off
bigger. But you got Alicia Keys. I mean, I don't know what they pay her. Miley Cyrus, Gwen Stefani. I mean, you got big talent coming in. And Alicia Keys, her thing now is she doesn't wear makeup. No makeup. You know what? She should wear some makeup. Honestly, I mean, she look better. It's a message of empowerment.
She doesn't look like she's ready for television.
You're right. It looks like somebody dragged her out of bed. I know she's big on saying this is a message of empowerment, not wearing makeup, but it's like, you don't look that good without makeup. She's
beautiful.
Beautiful, and listen, she can get away with that.
But don't tell everybody to do that.
Right. I wonder what they pay her. Because Blake Shelton, his biggest credit is The Voice. Nobody ever heard of this part. He's a country star.
In the country world, he's probably very well.
What country is that? By the way,
well, guess what? He's had more wins.
He does. I don't care about the wins. I'm talking about he was no big star before that.
But my point is that the people who watch that show love country music.
Whatever. And they also had Christina Aguilera early on. I'm sure that costs a pretty penny.
She probably got paid the most at the beginning.
What about 17 million? What about Miley Cyrus? Isn't she like a big?
She's a huge star.
She's not on this season. She's on the next season. So they probably didn't pay her. According to this, how much? 13. It seems like 13 is the going rate. Unless you're seeing rate, he got 2. That's so insulting.
Yeah.
Alicia Keys 8 million. Yeah. Stefani made more than 3. Well, she's a big star. You get her, people get excited about it. Usher 7 million. Who? Usher 7 million. Right. You're at 12 million. What do you think Carson Daly is? He can get him cheap.
I think he paid them.
Like Carson has like 7 jobs. Carson's a really nice guy. I know him. I've met him a few times.
I like Carson a lot.
Yeah, but for some reason, everyone gets him on the cheap. Like I know in the beginning, he probably, as Robin said, he paid them. He's not sure who was right. Does a fine job with that. Why not? He ain't doing a Nick Cannon with that.
No.
But I heard from Carson, he actually packs his own lunch. He doesn't even make it pay with craft stuff.
They don't give him craft services?
No. He brings his own bag lunch.
He has a chair.
Egg salad every day, same thing. Makes it himself.
And that Ralph Cramden lunchbox.
Yep. Yeah, so, see, Anyway. All right, so there you go. There's your information. I'd probably should take a break so I can kind of stay on course. Yesterday I got a bit behind. When we come back, I have a lot to play you.
But you know what? The chemistry, one of the things you have to say, the chemistry between Adam and Blake, that's been a driving force behind
Really?
the show.
I don't think they can play as much as they do. I think Adam could have chemistry with anybody.
People love their thing. I hear them talking about it all the time. I love it when Adam and Blake go at each other.
Okay. I don't know. We'll take a
And
break.
there is something to it. I saw a little snip of the show the other day, and there they were all, you know, like this particular crew all acts like they're best friends playing a game together.
Well, they are, though. Like when Stefani's fucking Blake.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, that really works for them.
They're going to get married.
Adam,
No, they're going to get married. I know.
you want to bet money on it?
Don't bet me. I'll win. I don't want to take
I
the
mean,
money.
they may even have a date plan, Howard.
They do.
Nothing.
They're going to make it. Hey, we got to take a break. We'll be back right after these words. Up front.
You're listening to the Howard Stern Show. How about that?
So you'd be willing to fly you out and let your guest direct the scenes.
Drive home with Sternology.
Hi, this is Lori Grenier. You've seen me on Shark Tank. If you're like me, you probably rely on your phone to get things done. So I know you'll want to hear about Cabbage's mobile app. Cabbage has created a simple way for business owners to get funding from their phones. Download the mobile app and you can complete the application in minutes and access funds anytime. Cabbage has provided over $2.5 billion in funding for 90,000 small businesses. Download the Cabbage app today or call 888-CABBAGE. That's Cabbage with a K, K-A-B-B-A-G-E.
Hey now. All right. Easy. What do you have here?
Untucked.
Untucked shirts are the best. Gentlemen, if you're wondering whether your shirt is too long to wear untucked, it probably is. Don't be the guy with that long, sloppy looking untucked shirt. Untucked. The shirt's designed to be worn untucked. They got what you need to look your best for all your upcoming occasions. Untucked shirts are a bold alternative to the usual. From casual gatherings to more formal events, their innovative design works and goes with anything. Untucked shirts are made to fall at the perfect length, not too long, not too short. Some might say it's the most versatile shirt on the market. Impeccable craftsmanship and attention to detail make untucked shirts the only choice for the untucked man.
My call goes to my wife again. Every time I fly out the virtual, make sure that I text my wife when I'm about to do at UFC 217. Unfortunately, not sound text, and I'm using it. But there's this one person I have to stay connected with before I go knocking around. It's her.
Log on to untuckit.com, check out all the new arrivals, and learn why GQ called them perfection. Visit Untuckit in person at any of their 5 beautiful stores in New York, Los Angeles, Chicago, San Francisco, and Austin. What beautiful shirts they make. So log on to untuckit.com because the right shirt will make all the difference. Use the promo code FABRIC for 20% off all purchases. That's promo code FABRIC.
Few moments bring you joy like going to the mailbox after you've done your taxes. Block. Update presents the spokesman. We open on a bright living room where a dad struggles to switch the inputs behind a TV. Is anything on the TV yet?
It says homie. It's HD, Mama.
Which remote are you using?
The one you handed me?
No, the gray one is for streaming.
Which gray?
Battleship Gray, Diane.
Why isn't there one remote that can get us to Netflix in one click?
I hear you.
Who are you?
I'm the spokesman from Dish.
Is that the pizza guy? I'm sorry.
No, it's the dish guy.
Who? I'm here to listen so we can change this.
Finally.
Yeah, change would be good. Switch to Dish. Get the Hopper free with Netflix integration. And you don't have to change inputs or remotes to access Netflix, on-demand shows, or live television. It's all your content in just one click. To learn more, call 1-844-CALL-DISH. Dish. Tune in to you. Require separate subscriptions to Dish and Netflix. Copy fees and other restrictions apply. Call for details. Yes, thank you. Let me tell you about 1-800-DENTIST, our good friends. If you are looking for a dentist, you might try 1-800-DENTIST. 1-800-DENTIST. Yeah. A fast, free way to find a dentist in your area is 1-800-DENTIST. They say they've matched over 9 million patients to their dentist of choice. If you've had dental work done, you know how important it is to have an awesome dentist. It really is, especially one who's up on the latest technology. I'm told some dentists recommend CEREC technology. They say it enables them to create a crown in just one office visit. 1-800-DENTIST says it strives to make your dental experience fast, easy, and as comfortable as possible. Dentistry has come a long way in recent years. And finding the right dentist to make your dental visit easier. With 1-800-DENTIST, answer a few questions and their search algorithm matches you with several dentists in your area from which to choose. Call 1-800-DENTIST today. Speak to an expert. Or book your appointment online. 1-800-DENTIST.com/CEREC. 1-800-DENTIST.com/CEREC. 1-800-DENTIST. Why wait to find the right dentist? Call or visit now. 1-800-DENTIST. All right, Hawk, you have the phone line. Let's say good morning to Hawk from North Carolina.
Hey, good morning, sir. I just wanted to know if you would ever consider doing voiceover work. I hear you do your mom's voice sometimes, and I think you'd be a great voice in a Pixar movie or something.
I know. None of these assholes call me to do one of these cartoons. That's a license to print money. I could do one of those cartoon voices. I mean, what is this? Why do they, every asshole is in a cartoon except me.
And you can play that role forever.
Of course.
Because the drawing doesn't age.
Thank you. I would make a terrific hamster.
Hamster?
Sure. I think Betty Thomas, after I did the movie Private Parts, was directing Eddie Murphy and some Dr. Dolittle.
Oh, that Dr. Dolittle stuff.
Yeah. I was all full of myself after that movie. She said, hey, I want you to play, something like a hamster or something. I went, what? A hamster? Insult me. I thought I was like Laurence Olivier at that point.
No, but
I don't like talking hamsters. I was like, I read the script and everything, and it was like, hamster wasn't really a me.
Oh, he wasn't big enough for you.
Yeah, I knew there was no future with him. I knew that hamster was going to be a one-off. I want them to like a fish, a talking fish, like Ellen DeGeneres or something like that. I don't like talking fish. What?
I think you do a very good doting mother voice.
Yeah, I could do that impression. I could just be like, oh, I'm a talking fish. That's right. I mean, what is that? But
I mean, look at Eddie Murphy, what that donkey did.
Yeah, I could have been a donkey. I'm donkey, goddammit. But you get those, cartoons, the ones that really like a Pixar type situation.
Yeah, like
Buzz
Lightyear.
Buzz Lightyear. Yeah. Tim Allen. Those guys, that's an annuity. They probably get checks all the time. But listen, I'm not doing it for nothing. I want to make a ton of money. Where people go, holy shit, you got paid all that money to be in a cartoon? Right, Robin? I got to hold out.
If you keep holding out, you're never going to be in one.
I love when these celebrities come on, like the TV shows. Yeah, I just wanted to do something for my children. So I played, Boner the giraffe. And now, they get paid $80 million for being a Boner the giraffe. You know what? I would have been good. A good vulture, right? Robin, can you see me as a vulture?
I'm sure.
Yeah, but like my skinny neck, Adam's apple, standing on top of a rock waiting to eat something dying. Yeah, I'm available for that type of work. Thank you. Yeah. Because then you read like Eddie Murphy, like he's gotten to the point where he just said to them, "We'll move the microphones into my house, and I'll do the voice of Donkey from my house." Like he wouldn't even go to a studio.
Right.
Yeah.
But Mike Myers was
Yeah. Whatever he was, I could
Shrek.
Yeah.
3-4 times, right?
Sure. I can do that. What's the voice of Shrek? I don't even know it. I tried watching it, Shrek. It's horrible. You know, like I'm pretty sure if they came to me to do the voice of Shrek, I would have been like, "This." By the way, I just read your script and it sucks. What is the voice of Shrek? Does anyone know? No. Oh, Shrek has.
It's just Mike Myers.
Shrek has a Scottish accent.
Oh, that's right.
I don't do accent.
You do one.
Yeah. New York accent. Hey, let me switch topics here and get to a lot of important stuff. And I think everyone, I'm giving you a heads up on this because I think you'll like this program. And Patty, if you're listening, this is for you. Lots of listeners, as you know, have favorite drops that Fred plays all the time in the show. I'll hit the buttons on them occasionally. You know, we have drops and catchphrases like, I don't like. But very few people, including.
I can't keep quiet.
Us know the origins. We do forget. And so next week on Sternthology, we're doing a whole week. Yes, it's true. You've asked for it. Next week on Sternthology, Declassified Week, where we reveal a bunch of our favorite drops and what their origins are. And this seems to be a fan favorite. And you know, we have so many new fans because, what did I read? We're over 31 million subscribers. There's so many people now are picking up our broadcast. And so it's a good sort of lesson for people who have just started re-listening to our show and they don't know where these drops come from. For example, Robin, I'll give you a couple that are going to air next year.
Sure.
And I don't even think you'll know a lot of these. You've heard this drop many times. Right?
Absolutely. It's just sort of generic at this point. I just know it belongs to us.
Yeah, and that's Benji, of course. That part you know. But do you remember?
What was he doing?
Right. Do you know?
Let me think about that.
Take a guess.
Was that when he was fingered?
Now, everyone on our staff, Robin, thought it was Benji being fingered by Perez Hilton. And so did I, by the way. When they asked me, I said, "Oh, that's when Benji got fingered by Perez." And it's not. On March 5th, 2014, we were talking to Benji about his role in Sharknado 2. Benji's been in, not the first Sharknado, he was in 2, 3, and I think he's in the upcoming 4. Each one he gets eaten by a shark.
Yeah.
And so I was, sort of asking him about it, and here's what happened.
They say I have lines and stuff.
Yeah. Or they didn't send them to you?
I guess to do on improv.
Are you going to do that screaming? Can you break into that like that?
Yeah.
We'll see you do it.
Wow. You can do that on demand.
Yeah, it sure can.
BG.
So that's how that clip came about. Now, don't you think that's interesting?
It's very interesting.
So we're doing a whole week of that. For example, you've heard this. Baba Booey. Right? Everybody knows that's classic. I mean, it's just perfect. Baba
Booey. Baba Booey saying Baba Booey.
It's Baba Booey. And there have been hundreds of Baba Booey songs. We know that. It was July 26, 1990, when Gary said Baba Booey instead of Baba Louie. And then we created the first song that same day. I decided to play the drop, Baba Booey, over the song Soul Makusa by the Mighty Tomcats. So this is the first Baba Booey song ever. Let's take some good. I think it fits into this. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. Baba Booey. See, that was the very first Baba Booey song, and then it mushroomed into a whole bunch of Baba Booey songs. What about this phrase? Mama Monkey. Mama Monkey.
That? You were asking what? Where that came from?
That's right.
That is...
Maybe,
Isn't that Billy?
well, it is Billy's voice, and people think Billy invented the phrase Mama Monkey.
I did, yeah.
But in fact, it was a caller from Boston on June 16, 1993. Here is the first Mama Monkey. This is the origin of Mama Monkey.
Morning, Robin. And Fred and Jackie and Mama Monkey, too.
Mama Monkey. Mama Monkey.
Mama Monkey.
Good one. Mama Monkey.
That's a keeper.
I had to keep her. Nobody forget that.
Oh, wow.
That's right. So that was a caller from Boston who invented Mama Monkey. You like this, don't you?
I love it.
Yeah. All right, listen to this. Hey, Boner. Right? How many times have you heard that on the show?
Oh, that's great.
Hey, Boner. And I think everyone knows that it's George Takei speaking.
Yes, but what was he doing
Right.
when he said, hey, Boner?
Why did he say it? You see, this is going to be a whole week of this stuff. Why did George Takei say, hey, Boner? Hey, Boner.
Have you written him a script?
No, not at all.
Wow.
In fact, I'll show you how confusing it is. As part of our investigation, I went up to Ronnie, the limo driver, and Gary Baba Booey, and I said, hey, where's Hey Boner from? And here's what they said.
The Hey Boner's from fucking Animal House. Isn't it? Wrong. Or where's it from, asshole?
Growing Pains. Wasn't that Boner the next door neighbor? And Alan Thicke would always go, hey, Boner. Am I correct?
No, you're not correct. They both are wrong, Rob.
Oh.
George Takei was just saying hello to a caller named Boner on September 9, 2013. Here is the clip. Here is the proof. Boner, you're on the air in San Diego, California. Boner. Hey, Boner.
Hi-yo.
Hey-o. That's where Hey Boner comes from.
Wow.
See? Hey Boner. It's going to be a very exciting week next week.
We don't know where any of these came from.
No. You don't know anything. And neither do I. Hey Boner. Hey Boner. Hey Boner. Hey Boner. Hey Boner.
The Hey Boner's from fucking Animal House.
Wrong. Boner, you're on the air in San Diego, California. Boner. Hey Boner.
Hi-yo.
Hey-o. Hey Boner.
Is that the only time we ever heard from Boner?
I believe so. I haven't heard from Boner since. Hey Boner. Okay, I'll give you one last one to get your appetite whetted for the big week next week. Who remembers this?
My guess is Robin.
Oh, hold it. Who remembers this?
4 inches is fine.
Ah, there it is.
I believe
Yeah.
that was about a snowstorm.
What?
I said, I believe that was about a snowstorm.
No, what's wrong?
Huh?
No. It was from March 24th, 2009. It was in response to Gary's kids watching TV shows on their phones. See? Here's the clip.
He puts his headphones on and he watches television shows. He'll watch 24, but the screen's like so small.
They watch all their TV on their
But
phone.
it's when he's motivated. He's in the car. He's got nothing to do except talk to you. And he'd rather watch that fucking TV.
4 inches is fine.
There it is. That was why you said 4 inches is fine.
Oh, my goodness.
Everyone thinks it was a sexual reference. And we're referring to the size of a screen. What do you think of that?
That's hysterical. Don't remember these things.
There you go. There you go. Okay, let's go to James. James in New York. Hey, Boner. Hey, boner.
Hey, Boner.
Hey, boner.
Hey, Boner.
Hey, boner. I wonder where Boner is. Boner from Boston.
Yeah,
Those two are like Destiny Jones. She's the mother of my two beautiful children. I'm not able to be in basic baseball, so she's always seen the video of the kids swinging the bat and playing defense. She always keeps me connected.
didn't become a regular caller.
No, I thought it was the beginning of a very long relationship. Hey, Boner. Hey, Boner. Hey, Boner.
Hey, Boner.
We have Bobo and Boner. Hey, Boner. Yes, James. What can I do for you?
I have some business that's going on right now. My brother-in-law is a heroin addict, and he recently came up to me about a month ago and asked, he said he was clean for 3 months, and then came to my house, asked to live in my house for a little while, and then I let him stay here. So he's been here for about a month, but this past weekend he used. And I'm just wondering what because I know that you've had, parties and things that you've done, like what's your advice on the situation?
Well, I mean, that's a broad topic. What did you say? He's your brother-in-law?
Yeah.
What was the stipulation? Did you say you can live at my house as long as you stay clean?
But you can't use.
Right. You told him you can't use.
So then he's out.
But I mean, how do they go about this? Now he's on boxing. It's a really tough subject.
It is. It's a nightmare. And I'm the worst guy to ask about this kind of stuff. I want to be a hard ass and say, well, just kick him out the door. You got kids?
And then you throw in the Suboxone thing. Oh, he's trying to work with it. He's trying to handle it.
You got kids?
No.
Well, I was going to say if there are kids in the house, you got to get the fuck out of there.
No, there's no kids in the house. And, he didn't shoot it, he snorted it.
Yeah.
So, but
don't you wish like you had a giant catapult you could put him in and just catapult him to another country?
Kind of, yes.
Yeah,
or a cannon, shoot him out of a cannon.
We're only human and we can only deal with so much. And it's like, these people are a burden, but they don't see themselves as a burden. They see you as the prey. Who, there's a right. Wow. I need help.
Uploaded by the World of Howard Stern channel.
You need help, I need help, but you got your own.
You try to help, and then look what happened.
Yeah, you get kicked in the fucking head. Trust me.
Yeah.
So I've been around this kind of stuff a lot, and I'm the worst person to ask because it's just not my world. I don't know much about drugs and all that kind of stuff and addiction, and I feel bad for people who are addicted. I mean, it's got to be a miserable life, but.
And I feel bad for the people who are dealing with people with addictions because it draws everybody in.
Like what he used the other night, it was actually petrifying. Right in the bathroom, and if he was in there for a while with the faucet running, I'm like, what are we gonna do? Is he dying in there?
I know, and then you're like, well, if I abandon the guy,
he's gonna die.
He's gonna die, and if I don't abandon the guy, he's gonna die because we're all feeding into it. It's a nightmare for people. I've known of many people close to me who have suffered with addiction.
Joey Boots, we just learned that.
Heroin overdose. Yeah, heroin overdose. We learned that yesterday. So I don't know. I don't know how to advise you. I don't know what you do. The only thing you can do is recommend help and hope that he goes and takes it. And you might be
for real, because a lot of times you're being lied to even about that.
But you might be, I think the most manly thing to do is to sit him down and go, hey man, I know you got a problem, I feel bad and everything. Try recommending help to him. And say, look, you got to go do this not only for yourself, but also for us. We're not into taking care of an adult.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what it is. You got 3 30-year-olds in a house, so like I said, it's not healthy.
It's not fun. It's not fun.
Or funny.
Okay, James. Thank you. Good luck with that. Sorry, I don't have more advice.
I love everybody, all you guys. I love you guys.
Right. Love. Right. Got the
Yeah, the best thing to do is to bundle him off to rehab.
Yeah.
But I don't know if they can do that.
most of these people have huge issues with their parents, and then they turn you into the parent, and you're supposed to take care of them.
Well, they just never grow up. They're babies.
And they get
And
angry with
everybody's
you.
a parent. Yeah.
Yeah. They get angry with you, and it's like, oh, well, geez,
You don't understand.
yeah, well, I'm like, I don't know I'm supposed to. It's just the whole fucking thing. So, you do the best you can. But I feel for that guy.
Well, that's exactly, it's like, it's cut and dried. Oh, he's supposed to leave. But then it's like, oh, but he's doing Suboxone now. It's always a thing. Yeah. Well, that was that's the drug that keeps you from having heroin withdrawal.
Now you're a doctor.
Right. You got to figure out what that means in the equation.
Oh, I should mention this since Adam Levine is coming on. Maroon 5 sweepstakes on HowardStern.com.
What's that?
Go to HowardStern.com for your chance to win all 5 of Maroon 5's albums.
Ooh.
On 180-gram vinyl. Gary was in jerking off to it. I said, what is 180-gram vinyl? He said, well, this is a high quality vinyl.
Most records are made with like around 120 grams of movement. More durable. It's supposed to sound a little bit better.
Gary's like a fucking maniac with his vinyl. Like he studies it. But he knows.
180 grams.
Well, win this first-of-a-kind limited edition box set with original cover art by going to HowardStern.com. You can enter your email address into our sweepstakes.
See, that was the fun of albums. The cover art, the liner notes.
There you go. You sound like Baba Boopa.
But I don't want the record.
Right.
They weren't fun.
I wrote Gary a note last night. I told him that he was a very good sport about his birthday yesterday because
Gary.
this really is the show where when it's your birthday, you shouldn't even come into
It
work.
becomes a nightmare for you.
One way or another.
Not necessarily by you just
Yeah, it was really low. I mean, there were people on the Harmonizer ragging on Gary.
Oh, really?
Well,
Yes, that was the anonymous tipper.
Yeah. Led to a lot of ugly thoughts and feelings.
You know what? If you're going to complain and contribute to a Gary birthday show, you ought to be able to step up and own what you're saying.
Yeah.
Again, the beauty of the show is it takes about 2 seconds for everyone to go tell you who's on the Harmonizer.
So everybody's ready to rat out everybody else.
It's constant ratting out.
I personally encourage people to do it on the Harmonizer because it sounds so funny.
It is fun.
Yeah. Oh, Cloudy. Julie is still going around in the halls bitching about Gary. I guess
The birthday's over.
Yeah, but what was Julie's complaint about Gary? That Gary brags about all his little trips to California.
Right, he goes in and talks about how busy his month is going to be.
Right.
He's got to go to Vegas, and he's got to do this, and he's got to do that.
Yeah, but Julie's still pissed. Why are you still pissed? What's going on?
Howard, my complaint yesterday was one that Gary's gotten for over 30 years.
Yeah.
And it was something that I reiterated 7 minutes after Jason brought up.
Right.
Gary has no problem with Jason whatsoever. The guy he bought dinner for the night before,
Right.
that stabbed him in the back, he's got no problem with.
So now your problem is he has a problem with you.
Oh, he's taking it out on, and he said,
problem with you.
huh?
I got a problem with you. You're an annoyance.
Oh.
I wasn't an annoyance. I wasn't an annoyance when you came to me and asked me if I wanted to help you write jokes for Gotham. I wasn't unfunny then, right?
Julie.
No, but Gary, and then you say
you're two-faced annoyance. Everybody in this office will talk about that. You come to me more than every other person combined every morning, and I do my best to help you out, and it's never enough. You're a greedy fuck.
I agree. So Gary goes on Rap-Up yesterday and he goes, "Now, I'm not going to threaten anybody because I would never do that. But how dumb is it for him to attack somebody who's in charge of getting him in studio?"
Well, think about that, asshole. How dumb is it?
No, it sounds like you
but
did threaten
you
me.
can't.
The person that helps you.
But you did threaten me. You're saying
Yeah,
you're
but
not
wait
going
a
to
second.
threaten me, and then
But
you
Gary,
threaten me.
that is kind of weird in the sense that Chewy's helping me. He's got something.
Howard, I don't.
And that's why I tolerate him.
I don't come to
Because
him.
you.
Howard, I don't come to him and I go, "I'm working on an 8-minute bit. Tell me what you think." I come to him when you bring up something, and I think it can either help or coincide with what you're talking about.
I like you better on this thing.
Can I be in charge of whether it comes in or not?
Yeah.
Gary, sit there. Let's see where this goes.
Here's the issue. Shirley comes to me, like, when you're talking about high pitch Eric, he goes, "I got some stuff on high pitch Eric, I did this, that's great. That's awesome. That's great for the show." He comes into me a lot of other times and he, like, floats a joke to me, and that's not my job to handle that stuff, and I told him that. And then sometimes he just comes in and sort of, like, you'll start telling a story about taking a shit, so now I can hear Shirley's story about taking a shit.
Which I end up getting on the air and telling the story.
On the air, and it happens when he has no governor on him.
But he's trying to clear it through you.
I understand, but at some point you got to say, I can't come to a guy, say, 15 times more. Howard, there was a period of time, Shirley doesn't even know this, where we had to document how many times he came to me in the morning because it was all that was happening.
Well, it's funny is I heard from never mind. I don't want to bring it up. I don't want to get into weird shit. But I heard. You see how bad he gets? Why do you call Jason a fucking cunt?
Because somehow he's nicer.
Because you're scared of Jason.
No, listen, you did the good thing.
Yeah, he's been with Jason longer. Jason probably had shit on him.
You couldn't, like everybody else yesterday was like, okay, it was funny. You've been going around telling everybody you're dying to get on the air and complain about it.
No, I didn't. Who told you that? Who told you? It came up organically when we were all sitting around talking about
organically a lot when it doesn't even come up. Meaning, well before this, it comes up a lot. It's known in his office that you complain about me behind my back a lot.
It's
On
also
our
known
phone right now is an anonymous employee who wants to say something.
Oh.
Yes, anonymous employee.
Hey, I'm doing. I just want to make sure we're still cool, right, Gary? No hard feelings.
Anonymous? You cool with Anonymous?
You like anonymous?
I can't have that hanging over my head. I predicted for the locks. What we don't see will give an apology you never received.
Anonymous employee, are you the one who said that Gary stole all the locks and brought them home?
All the locks,
Yes.
I moved past it. I'm the bigger person, it's fine.
You would have liked some locks?
Yeah, it's okay. There'll be other opportunities for locks down the road. I'm okay.
Let's hope we have back. Who was it? The actress that brought it in? Mindy Kaling. Let's hope she comes back and sends more locks.
Here's the bad part.
All right, wait. Anonymous employee, I got to hang up on you because Gary's on a tear about Shirley. All right,
He
bye-bye.
doesn't like me. He's always had a problem. So it's fine.
I like him.
That's all that matters to me.
You're a professional victim. You make problems for yourself. What happens with you is you know, Howard, let's not forget, Julie's been with us for 10 years, done a great job. We hired a whack packer. And so his drug...
Everybody's a whack packer.
His drug is getting on the air. And it's very difficult to discern when Julie has something that's good for the show and when Julie has something that's good for Julie.
Well, you've only been doing this 30 years. Maybe you'll figure it out.
A constant battle is when Julie is a big self-promoter. Julie wants to do things that are good for him. And a lot of times he's buried under the guise to do good for the show. And sometimes it is good for the show. But it makes my head smoke all day.
In other words, you got to think about Shirley all day.
Julie's a constant every morning of the show.
Well, I will sit back there quietly, Gary, and I will not bother you. I promise.
Maybe you should.
Obviously, I can't. I'm a huge.
Listen for a second. Maybe you should stop and think and say, I go to Gary 20 times a morning. Maybe I should just say the really good stuff.
Hey, here's a question.
How's he supposed to know what's good?
Yeah, and here's a question. Why is
He thinks
everybody?
it's all good.
Yeah, exactly. But he thinks 30 times a day.
But-
He thinks he should be able to.
But how about if 15 of them are good?
When is it your time to stop and think, Gary? Why is it everybody else's time to stop and think? Why is it everyone else's
I did
fault?
stop and think, and when I came up with it, you should think about what the fuck you do. I stopped to think.
Well, I stopped and thought about some shit too, and it's obvious that you've had a problem with me for a long time, and I don't really give a shit, dude. Listen, I'm here to work. I'm here to do a job.
My staff is like the Crips and the Bloods.
Well, I'm here because I'm like,
Julian, he
this is
showed up here,
crazy.
and I immediately didn't like him. He's a pain in the fucking ass.
Sounds like you're crazy about me.
I wish other people here went along.
Now, Gary, is this true that Shuli retweets everyone who says he should be in the studio full time?
That is true.
Sorry, I'll retweet the ones that tell me die Jew, and I'll retweet those if that'll make me happy.
But you believe you. Listen, Shuli Howard.
I'm confident in my abilities, Gary. There's nothing wrong with that.
Shuli's never gotten over the idea that he should be sitting in the audience chair. Kills him. He thinks he belongs there, and that's his goal to get back to.
Gary, I would love that opportunity, but many years ago, I realized it's probably not going to happen, and I'm fine with that. I'm fine with contributing the way I contribute. You're the only one who has a problem with that.
He's not the only one, I promise you that.
Is it fair to say the birthday has gone into extra innings?
Yeah, I didn't know we were going to be celebrating all week.
What is that, Gary?
If Shuli thinks that I'm the only one in this building that has a problem with him, he's nuts.
No, but I know you're the only one in the building who's called me off air to scream at me about shit.
Wait a second. Mindy Kaling is on the phone. Yes,
Wow.
Mindy.
Really?
Gary, you're that fat. I can't believe you ate all the flax I got for the entire oven. What is wrong with you? You should be the shit.
How much? You sent a lot of lots, right, Mindy?
I sent a ton of fucking lots over for you guys for the entire show, and I can't believe you stole it all and took it home with him. What is the matter with him?
Well, he thought
10 pounds of lots.
that you were sending it, I guess, to him, not the staff.
Why the fuck would I send it just to him? I sent it to everybody. Oh my god, I can't believe what a piece of shit you are. Don't let us share, you big lipped monkey.
All right, Mindy, thank you.
It was a wonderful gesture.
Might be nice if you told Gary happy birthday, though. Okay. Well,
I'm going to end with Shuli's a professional victim. Everything that goes wrong here is somebody else's fault. Everyone's out to get you. Nobody, you're always in the right. Everybody's always.
My car goes to my wife Destiny Johnson. She's the mother of my two big children. Third one on the way. I'm not able to be in every single baseball game. So every Saturday when I'm sparring, she's always sending me video of the kids swinging the bat and playing defense. She tells me how it is. She was trying to do this, trying to do that. She's made me a better person. One of the things I love about my wife Destiny is she always keeps me in the loop, keeps me connected.
Which one, they don't understand your scary talent, and we're all idiots for not doing it.
Yeah, that's the vibe I walk around with.
Ask
You
around,
hit me right on the
ask
head.
around.
You ask around. I'm busy working.
I don't have to ask around. People come and
You ask around. And from now on, I won't bother the executive producer of the Howard Stern show with stuff that I
How are you going to submit stuff then?
I guess I want. I want to bother the guy. You know,
Gary Howard is not a bother. It's just
that's all you said. Is it annoys you and everybody in this building? So obviously it's a bother. Now, if you can stop being two-faced and
By the
say
way,
what the fuck you mean.
How awkward.
you're a fucking pain.
Yeah, I mean, how are they
got
going
it.
to work together?
I got it. And my solution is I won't bother you anymore.
Now,
There
let me
you
ask
go.
you how that. Oh, wait a second. Let me ask you something. How awkward is it going to be the next time Shuli has to ask Gary to get in the studio?
I asked him yesterday. He let me in. He wasn't a dick about it, and I wasn't being a dick to him about this yesterday.
He's telling me not to bother him.
Exactly. So I'm not going to bother
So
him.
how are
Howard.
you going to get in the studio?
But then you
I'm
can't
not.
talk to him to get in the studio.
Classic Shuli. Yesterday everything went well. Gary wasn't a dick to him. It's done. But Shuli needs more airtime, so he's going to come in and do this today.
Not at all. I heard you on Wrap Up yesterday, not threatening me, and it pissed me
How
off.
stupid would it be if it were me? Why would you mock the person who's in charge of getting you in? You just needed to get on today.
So you throw that statement out there, but here
He actually died.
Gary, you throw that statement out there to flex your muscle, to show your power, that you can keep me out of the studio if you wanted to, under the guise that I would never do this. But let me throw it out there
Gary,
anyway.
because you put somebody else in charge of him. And
Then what are you going to do?
I got a lot of other things to do, believe me. I don't need Shuli. Take Shuli on my plate to the pleasure.
I thought Julie was taking up your whole day.
I believe me. I have other things I could be doing.
Yeah, you could be licking more peanut butter off the spoon.
Gary, you let Shuli in, I presume, for this segment, right?
I asked him.
Yeah.
That's fine. I'm not jumping the chain of command. I'm still asking him.
Right.
And I really am asking permission. Could we have somebody else decide?
How about JD? You want to go to him? He can decide.
JD will crack under the pressure.
Right, JD.
He'll be in a fetal position.
You'll be in here every 5 seconds. I don't want to bet. No, Gary, I want you in charge of Shuli.
It's cool, Howard. It's cool. I clearly touched a nerve. I apologize. I'll let him do his thing. I don't want to bother anybody.
No, you created a nerve and then you touched it again. You're a victim. I touched the nerve. You're a pest.
All I did was bring up a nerve that's been talked about for 30 fucking years,
He's
dude.
being a pest. It's for the good of the show.
I got that, Howard, but the people who sit in the office
You got
and
it,
see what's
Howard.
going
You
on
got that.
have seen. You have to see Shuli in action to truly understand.
But I want.
Let me ask you something, Gary. Is a lot of the stuff he comes to you with rejected?
Yes.
No.
Well, it's tough. It's tough. But listen, and it's
But
also
you know,
tough.
at a certain point, you can sort of figure out what's going to be rejected and what's not.
And Howard, understand, Shuli's not the only one that comes to me all day. There's 20 other people. I will tell
It's
you.
as if it's your job or
I will tell
something.
you that people 2 through 10 come to me throughout the morning. All of those together are half of the amount of times that Shuli comes to me.
But are you saying you don't want Shuli to come and pitch to you?
No.
That's what I'm supposed to do.
Or you want him to know exactly what you want to have on the air?
Say it again.
In other words, I hear what you're saying. It would be great if Shuli only came to you with the stuff that you want on the air.
And I have condensed a lot, Howard.
Not only with the stuff he knows, but he's got to know that every single thought isn't show worthy.
And Howard, I will say that in the past, I definitely went in there way too much, and I've scaled it down a lot.
Right.
But if there's something that you're talking about, or Robin, that I
know about,
that I feel I can add something to, or maybe sprinkle a little something. Look, the Bobo call, perfect example yesterday, right? The Bobo call,
right?
The 9/11 thing, yeah, it was talked about years and years ago on the air. Nobody remembers it,
right?
And it's something that's been sticking in my mind, that's been bugging me.
Right.
And I asked Gary, I said, can we bring up this 9/11 thing? He said, yeah. And what did it turn into?
Turn into funny bit.
Okay.
The one time that it went great, not the 40 times that it doesn't go great, that it's very self-serving.
But you got to
But
hear
it's
all
never going to go
40.
great one time if you don't allow me to come and talk to you.
Listen, when Fred and I write together, I always said to Fred, bring up every fucking dumb fucking anything you think is stupid because I might see something in it. And then Fred would bring up everything in his head, and 90% of the things would go nowhere, and then
but that's
the 10% was gold.
That one dumb thing,
right?
That even you think is dumb.
It's fun.
Turned out to be a gem. The other thing that bothers me about Shuli is when we didn't go on the table was he for a period of time was going around. Gary's keeping me out of the studio. And I was not keeping him out of the studio. I was trying to let the best in.
You're
the guy goes behind your back and complains to everyone.
Well, I got to go with Gary on that.
Well, and at that time, I didn't understand the situation because I would come to him with something that I thought was good, and he wouldn't even respond to it. He would just look at me, he'd put up his hand, and he'd go, let's see where this goes.
Right, he's trying to
and I go, okay, and Gary, but Gary, you were right. I was wrong at that point in time. That hasn't happened recently. That hasn't happened in a long time. We've been on good terms.
It hasn't been that long, and you talked a ton of shit about it. A ton.
But all you do is talk shit about people, Gary. You sit here, you act like you're on a fucking throne, that you're perfect. You talk shit about people here all the time.
Yeah, but
what? Because it's you.
People and going to every key player on the show.
Key player?
Every single one of them. Gary's an asshole. Gary's keeping me off the show. And that's another one. That's his move. He's going to go to every person till he can find someone who's going to go to you. That's his way to go around you.
Well, you never know. It could have been a meeting about you. Or everybody else was bitching about it. It wasn't just me.
Well, look, let me sum up, guys.
Real meetings about Shuli that they never were about Gary.
But I need to know if Gary has noticed.
What's that?
What? Yeah, so here's what I'm going to say. Gary, it's still your job to talk to Shuli and find out what's on Shuli's mind if he has something good to bring into the studio.
Okay, when I say no,
right,
don't make a face, don't pout, and don't go bitch to everybody that's keeping you off the air. I will be fair.
Yes, Dad.
Well, listen.
Well, that's what his job is.
I got you. And I agree with everything you're saying.
I want to be your fucking dad. Go be your own dad.
I'm not your dad.
He's already a daddy. He doesn't need to be your dad. Well, if you want to report on this argument, Twitter is totally divided. I know it's on side.
Oh, really?
Half on Shuli's side, half on Gary's side.
I will retweet only the pro-Gary ones.
Well, I only wanted to know if Gary has noted.
I don't tweet you.
Then you just said you're going to tweet the
It's a joke, Gary. It's a joke.
See it? I think you'll find it.
Well, let's play your Gotham shit again. Jesus Christ.
Would you write some of the jokes you don't like? What Gary?
First of all, he comes to me, he goes, now this is a perfect example of Gary talking just to hear himself talk. He comes to me, he goes, so I got all the jokes pretty much written out, but I was thinking maybe I could email them to you, and you kind of look them over, make sure the order's okay. And then he goes, and if you have something to throw in, feel free to throw in. So I go, okay, great. At the time, I was like, wow, I think that's all very nice of Gary to offer me to take. As a comic, I thought it was a compliment.
Okay.
Never sends the email, never sends me the jokes. Nothing. And it's just Gary talking about the material.
Get out of here. Get out of here.
What? What is it?
That's Benji.
He wants to show his cock. Okay. No, it's fine.
I did two things. I wanted.
Our mission at NHS is to save lives.
NHS Blood and Transplant works with about 1 million donors a year to collect about 6,000 units of blood every day. We facilitate about 4,500 organ transplants every year, and that number is growing. Ultimately, it's not enough. There are still over 6,000 people on the organ transplant waiting list.
The opportunities to really make a difference across our business are there. We work with Microsoft, not just the product, but also the expertise.
We started our journey by really slowly stepping into the cloud. We then moved on to think about how we can provide better to our staff, how we can collaborate better, how we can enable clinicians to make decisions in real time based on